Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. In Forrester's design office, Brooke walks by and catches Carter bending over Hope, who's on the office. She gasps, "Oh my God." Hope ending the door, she asks, "You and Carter?" Hope tells her mama there's further to this than what it seems. They aren't just chaffing around. Brooke gawps, "Stay, you two are involved?" She realizes this is why they've been backing each other. Hope tells her no bone can know about this, especially not Ridge. In the main office, Steffi, Ridge, and Eric bandy Carter's drive for expansion, which she thinks has come out of nowhere. Eric's amused by how fired up Carter was, but says it's no way going to be. Ridge likes his action. Steffi and Eric agree, but it's too important. They establish that they're a family company that doesn't have to answer to shareholders or investment enterprises. Eric says Carter's plan would change all that. Ridge wonders why he wants to take such a threat now. What's Carter thinking? They wonder why Carter kept this to himself and also sprung it on them now. This is uncharted home. Eric thinks it would change the company into a brand name and it would no longer be a fashion house. "I don't want to do this." Ridge points out it would bring in a lot of plutocrat. They reached the apex as a fashion house. He and Eric debate the taking on of debt and Steffi interjects they'd have to give up control. Ridge feels Carter knows what he's doing, but why now? Why do it right now? Steffi doesn't know if Carter's plan is right for them. Ridge says, "Or the right time for us." She's all about invention, there's a reason why they're so successful. They go over their once pitfalls. Steffi says this is the house of Forrester, they don't need investment bankers looking over their shoulders. Eric and Ridge agree. Eric says they don't follow trends, they set them. Steffi loves that. She questions taking the threat now. Ridge does too. Eric thinks commodity is going on then. Why this unforeseen desire for change? In the design office, Hope does up her buttons as Brooke asks Carter what about her family, Katie? Hope's aunt. Carter says they've been over for a while now. Brooke asks if she knows about this. Hope says they don't want anyone to know. Brooke asks why, because it's a fling, a answer? Hope says no, they're just giving themselves time to see how it goes. They're enjoying seeing each other. Brooke squints, in secret. Carter says it's because of what's going on at the office with Hope's line. She asks her mama to promise not to say anything. In the main office, Ridge says Carter's no way steered them wrong ahead. Steffi says, recently, it feels out of sync. Eric thinks he wants to pursue gains, but they've no way been about that. He wants this company to be then for his great-grandchildren, and he's hysterical if wouldn't be if they take on debt. Steffi has another concern. Carter's had a lot to say about the Logans. He doesn't like her station on Hope's line. He thinks she has a particular beef that she's allowing to impact her business opinions. Eric thinks she's been veritably patient with Hope for the future. Steffi thanks her forefather. Talk turns to him springing Ivy and her jewelry line on Steffi. She thinks he should have consulted with them first, before inviting Ivy to her office. Ridge shrugs that it was just an idea. Steffi says it's the timing of it all up formerly. It makes her wonder if Hope is getting into Carter's head ever. In the design office, Hope tells Brooke they wouldn't be suitable to take their time if everyone chimes in. Carter says Hope shouldn't have to defend her passions or conduct. Brooke asks, "What about you, Carter?" Carter says Hope encouraged him to partake his vision for Forrester. "She inspires me. Brings out the stylish in me." Hope says Carter brings out the stylish in her too. She reminds her mama how he defended her and her line. Brooke says that's awful, but it's business. Hope argues it's about respect. Carter and Hope want the same effects, including ending the Forrester and Logan war. That's not going to be the way effects are, and they're having a little fun in the process. Carter's sorry she had to walk in on it. Brooke says they're both subscribing grown-ups, but I do have my enterprises, and you're going to hear them. In the main office, Ridge tells Steffi she has every reason to be guarded where Hope is concerned. Eric agrees. Steffi says she kissed her hubby, she doesn't trust her. She's starting to suppose she might be manipulating Carter. That would explain why he's her supporter. Ridge says his fidelity is to the company. Steffi reminds him it wasn't that long ago that Carter agreed with her about cutting the line. Ridge says it doesn't matter. She gave her enough time to turn effects around, however, they've to make a change, it doesn't count what Carter says, if Hope doesn't come up with the figures. Eric agrees, exactly. This is our company. We know what's stylish for Forrester. In the design office, Brook asks Carter to be fully honest with her. You're no longer involved with Katie? Carter says they're still musketeers. Brook points out he's Ridge's stylish friend and a top-positioned superintendent there. Hope asks if she's inferring they shouldn't be involved with each other because they work together. She reminds her that Carter's not her master. Brook is relieved she has someone in her corner. There's a lot of pressure around there, and she doesn't want it to impact them. Hope says they want to take their time with this and see how it goes. She tells her mama that Carter knows about the mess with Finn. Carter understands what it's like to be drawn to the wrong person. They thank Brook for her support and for keeping this to herself. Steffi walks by and asks if she's interposing commodity. Carter says they were agitating work. Steffi says, oh, okay, however, also you can tell me what's going on, if you were agitating work. Hope Logan, Carter Walton, and Brook Logan will have to suppose precisely about how they handle Steffi Forrester's interruption. Steffi set up the three of them huddled up in the design office, so Carter claimed they were talking about work. Now Steffi wants updates since this enterprise is Forrester Creations, but Hope and Carter were actually satisfying Brook to keep quiet about their budding love. Of course, none of them will want to tell Steffi that, so Brook, Hope and Carter may just act like they were having a follow-up discussion about his earlier expansion pitch. As for Steffi, she's starting to suppose that Hope is manipulating Carter, so she may state her reservations soon enough. Coming on Tuesday's B&B occasion, Brook will get rankled up and make a serious blameworthiness to Ridge Forrester, one that involves his son. Maybe Brook will side with Carter about Steffi letting particular issues get in the way of good business, especially when it comes to Hope and her line. Ridge will no doubt defend Steffi as someone who can be professional no matter what, but Brook won't see it that way. As far as Brook's concerned, she'll presumably feel like Steffi is making Hope a target and trying to induce misery. At some point, Ivy Forrester will meet with Ridge as well. Steffi was quick to shut down Ivy's revived jewelry line, but Eric Forrester would love to have her back at Forrester Creations. Ivy will decide to take her offer straight to Ridge coming and hope she can get him on board with her vision. Naturally, Electra Forrester's name will come over too since Ivy has taken her bastard under her sect. Ivy will feel like she can negotiate great effects for Forrester with Electra's help, so it looks like Ridge will eventually agree reviving the jewelry line could be salutary. Perhaps Ridge will reverse Steffi's decision and make a vaticination talking Steffi into this. Whatever the case, it looks like Ivy and Electra will have some good news to celebrate once Ridge weighs in. Steffi will make some other important choices that'll affect the future of Forrester Creations in the coming occurrences, so stay tuned.